Oh man, this is gonna be a good video since we are gonna talk about top 3 new iPhones that you can get directly from Apple that will offer you the best value, the best overall iPhone usage experience in the year of 2022 right now around that April, around that spring, summertime before iPhone 14 launches. Assuming of course you don't wanna wait for iPhone 14, these 3 iPhones I feel like they will offer you plenty of capabilities. They are very popular, they have universal screen sizes, and overall I really don't know a single person that bought these phones and really complained about them. So these are definitely worthy contenders. I'll also give you some alternatives maybe to these iPhones since we are talking about 3 new iPhones. I'll also give some used alternatives that you may be interested into. So without wasting any extra unnecessary time, let's get to the first iPhone, the cheapest one, broadly considered to have the greatest value amongst iPhones, and that is iPhone 11. Even though it has been released in 2019 and has been already succeeded by iPhone 12 and 13, and iPhone 14 is on the horizon, iPhone 11 just keeps being Apple bestseller. You know, they sold millions of that, many people use that, many people who don't want to pay too much for their phone but still want to have a very capable iPhone that will give them all possibilities, all iPhone experience that is in the world, and iPhone 11 offers that. It offers very decently sized 6.1-inch screen, LCD, but it's a very good LCD. I don't think many people will complain, you know, it's not an OLED quality, but it's as good of an LCD as it gets. Still 60 Hz, but with iOS smooth animations and that A13 processor, this phone can handle anything. It has beautiful, fantastic camera system with ultra wide, standard wide, as well as that 4K front-facing camera with night mode, with 4K capabilities. Still offers great results. On top of that, you have stereo speakers that support Dolby Atmos. Plenty of years still left when it comes to the support. That newer design, that gesture system that you don't have, for example, on iPhone SE. All of that is powered by a very efficient battery life. You know, the battery life on this phone has been praised by many reviewers and it still continues to be great. The phone is working very decently on iOS 15.4.1 currently, and it's gonna get 16, 17, 18, so there's still plenty of support left in that phone. And for the price it offers, it's a great value. And you know, when it comes to iPhones, like, even though I'm using 13 Pro, I wouldn't mind using iPhone 11. Like, as I said, this phone has performance, it has battery, the screen is decent, the overall animations and navigating throughout the OS is still very decent, the design still feels premium thanks to that glass and aluminum. You still have, you know, all the iOS support that is in the world. And iPhone 11, even if you buy it from new, even if you buy it new from Apple, it's still a great deal. Even though it's 2019 phone, it still offers plenty capabilities, and the A13 has tons of power that still can compete with the newest processors from the competition. So the iPhone 11 obviously had to be the first iPhone that I consider sincerely a great buy in the year of 2022. The only drawback is that it doesn't have 5G, which makes this phone really not future-proofed in that way. But in many areas 5G is still not that popular. Even though, as I said, I'm using 13 Pro, I'm still being on 4G all the time. I haven't even had time really to come and to switch to 5G. So like, I don't care, I don't complain, there are no many problems with that, and iPhone 11 offers you plenty of functionality when it comes to the price, when it comes to the overall iPhone experience. And this is of course the new iPhone that you can get from Apple, but there are also 2 alternatives that I want to mention if you are going for the used market, and the first one being iPhone 11 Pro, which is iPhone 11 on steroids, which has OLED screen, better brightness, even more premium design, and even a more advanced camera system. I love that phone. I thought this was one of the best phones I have ever had the pleasure to interact with. I mean, still a fantastic option. And if you are into the used market and wanna go for the 11 series, the iPhone 11 Pro is gonna be an absolute beast of a phone. Again, doesn't have a 5G, but it's still a fantastic and terrific phone that offers you plenty of value and capability. And the second option is obviously the iPhone 12. Why haven't I mentioned it as the new phone? Well, that we're gonna talk about in a second. But if you are going for the used one, the iPhone 12 may still offer a terrific option. It was a very significant upgrade over the iPhone 11 that, you know, brought 5G, newer design, OLED screen, that first 5nm processor A14, as well as improvements to the camera and overall slimming down the chassis. So the iPhone 12 was a fantastic option, and it still is if you can buy it for the right price. But the reason I'm not recommending iPhone 12 is because we have iPhone number 2 that offers, in my opinion, one of the best values when it comes to iPhones in the current year, is the iPhone 13. And why iPhone 13 over iPhone 12? Well, there are actually a lot of reasons, and the first one is the price. For the price that is only like $100 more expensive than iPhone 12, you get double the amount of storage, you get way better battery life, as well as overall newer phone that has newer features like cinematic mode, like better brightness, like smaller notch. It's an overall newer device with better overall capabilities. So iPhone 13 is definitely going over iPhone 12, and that is the second recommendation of mine. A terrific phone that offers plenty of capabilities for more demanding users that want to future-proof themselves better than with iPhone 11. You have that OLED screen, which is just a better screen compared to that of iPhone 11. Of course, it's gonna be supported for longer. It has that ridiculously fast A15 processor, even more advanced camera system with even better results. Again, the design is newer, it's already squared off, it has 5G. iPhone 13 continues to be very popular among people, and actually for a reason. And iPhone number 3 is obviously the iPhone 13 Pro. Why the 13 Pro and not like use 12 Pro or maybe 13 Pro Max? Well, because I believe that iPhone 13 Pro is just that sweet spot. Again, all of these phones that we talked about, iPhone 11, iPhone 13 and now 13 Pro, have that universal 6.1-inch screen, very decent size for most people, and on top of that, that 13 Pro is lacking pretty much nothing compared to the 13 Pro Max. And it's cheaper, as I said, the size is better for more people, and it offers you all the iPhone experience that is in the world, fully advanced camera system, the most advanced in an iPhone, that beautiful promotion display that if you love high refresh rates, you're gonna love 13 Pro. The premium stainless steel design is just fantastic. Decent amount of storage, even more power and RAM compared to the iPhone 13. It's like, again, iPhone 13 on steroids. It just offers you more capabilities, and for tech users, for people who want that extra features, 13 Pro may offer actually a better value compared to the iPhone 13. That was the case with me, that is why I picked up this phone, and I still believe this is a worthy phone of buying even right now, even in April, May, June 2022. And the reason for that is that iPhone 14 Pro is gonna be an upgrade, definitely, but it's still a few months away from us, and if you need a phone right now, 13 Pro is pretty much a complete package when it comes to that camera system, display, even the design. It's still beautiful and premium, even though that's gonna be updated with the 14 Pro, so if you are into that, you probably may wait. But like 13 Pro, there is nothing this phone is really lacking. It's gonna be supporting pretty much forever, has 5G, has all the capabilities in the world. Therefore, iPhone 13 Pro I consider to be the third, best option. These are not iPhones listed in some particular order, but again, iPhone 13 Pro definitely one of the best value iPhones you can buy right now. So that will be this for this video. iPhones I sincerely recommend, that is of course iPhone 11 if you wanna go for the cheaper iPhone that will offer you tons of capabilities. iPhone 14 if you wanna have iPhone 11 on steroids and future-proofed in a way better way than iPhone 11. And iPhone 13 Pro if you wanna go for all out the best iPhone there is. Again, we have alternatives like iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 12, which I think are worthy considering, provided they are actually for a decent price. Other iPhones, they are great alternatives too, but I just think that 11, 13 and 13 Pro deserved special recognition for being very popular, and popular for a reason. That is why I recommended them to you. Hope you did enjoy. If you have any questions or anything about the iPhones, make sure to let me know in the comments. Hope you did enjoy. Until next time.